Okay, so everything should be working, perfectly fine. I do want to add, chat as, a thing. I do think if I'm streaming PVZ, I kind of want to have chat. So we'll add chat. We'll add the source. Yeah, that size. We'll put them like the middle of here. There we go. So chat is now in. Awesome. Yeah. Welcome everyone. We're doing a live stream today. We're gonna be streaming my attempts on a really, really hard challenge, and on the stream you'll be able to see chat. Yay! It's working. So this is a challenge that I've tried a few times, and it is extremely bullshit, to say the least. This is essentially just RNG, the game. Um, this has no streaks. I'm just gonna do new game. I just always do new game. So ages ago, I mean basically years ago, I made a video which was, can you beat Plants vs Zombies while playing fair? Um, which means is planting. So the rules is, and a lot of people complained. They were like, "Oh, you used this zombie." Fair just means playing like the campaign. The campaign can shoot this wherever the hell it wants. Uh, yeah, you can see right above football zombie. You can see chat. Now, the thing that's going to be important here is, like, this is a pretty doable level. I think what we want to do is take out this three-peater with a bungee, and then put a disco dude here, and then this one basically cleans itself because, you know, one buckethead should just be able to kill this. Yeah. So we'll have to wait. But how are you guys? Hopefully you're all doing really, really well. I've been trying to stream a few different games recently, and every single game has had like no views. Tekken 4 has had a bit, but it doesn't stream the best. Like, it streams well, but it took me a long time, and like the audio levels were just terrible, and you just couldn't hear me. So the number one thing is we want to get. Oh right, freaking hardcore idiot over here. Uh, yeah, yeah, but that means we'd have to take care of this. Is the only issue with that. See, this is what I mean. Like, immediately when you get into this mode, it's just like, okay, so pain and suffering. Like, if it wasn't for this three-peater, it would be such an easy level. The other problem is usually, like, this squash here, you just put, like, an imp here to then trigger this, but we can't do that. So you actually have to invest money in getting rid of things, which is really painful, obviously. So a pea shooter kills a regular zombie in 3 tiles, so 3. So it would get to... it would finish eating this. However, no, it wouldn't, because there's actually a torchwood. So that means it does double damage, so then 1 cone head would get to here. Oh, God. I'm just gonna reset this one. This one's way too fucking... we're not gonna get far from that one. The problem is as well, right? Is on top of everything, you also have to keep sun. You have to get good RNG all the way through your run. You cannot have a single bad level, essentially. And we're just gonna roll until we get like a ridiculously easy start. Like this is pretty much fine. This is a fine one. Man, I wish we had Balloon Zombie. Just Balloon Zombie over this one. 3 Peter makes this tough. Yeah, I know. The question here is a single Conehead able to take the top lane? Like, maybe, right? It depends on how fast the zombie moves. Because zombies have different movement speeds. I always forget. Like, Starfruit always kill me in the funniest ways. Because I just forget that they exist. This one here cannot be Dancer Zombied. Because Dancing Zombie will just die 4,000%. Now that that's been taken, the real question at this point is... We can't even like just... Yeah, there's like, this one's just a real pain through and through. However, I think... This lane isn't diggable because of this. This lane you don't want to dig because you're just spending so much money to just get hit. An imp can cover this in one hit. So actually, this is just impable. Oh wait. Is it impable? Because the pushback of there being a plant there might actually make it that you don't get the thing at all. See, this is the problem with playing Plants vs. Zombies. You just sit there and you're just like... Nah. Hello! Welcome, Freaked Out. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, we're just suffering. So I have a few ideas for videos. I just did a Nuzlocke. My first ever Nuzlocke. So that video will be coming out at some point. The thing is, okay, so if Pole Guy goes here, right, he gets double, or she, cause I don't know, it's it. It's a zombie, it doesn't matter. It dies to this, because this shoots 2. So his is gonna have a good chomp on that. I want to have Ladder Zombie take care of this. However, we will get RNG screwed by Colonel, which is a pain. Dancing Zombie has to kind of feel like it takes care of multiple things for it to be useful. I mean, one thing we can try is just something like this, where this takes the brunt of the damage and then gets eaten by the chomper, and then this thing comes in and cleans up. Actually, you know what? It's probably way more beneficial. Just in case, we're gonna do this, because I just highly doubt that that zombie's gonna live. Yeah, not live enough. Okay. Now, yet again, the question is, so playing fair. It's the title of the stream. So we have to plant zombies that can be planted on this lane, and Digger Zombie, Bungee Zombie is free reign, because that's how Bungee Zombie works in the campaign. I'm just gonna go for safe strats. I just don't want to lose out on potential sun. Also Imp. That's the one thing I don't like about Digger Zombie, is Digger Zombie actually costs 175 sun. He doesn't cost 125, because you have to have another zombie clear the thing. Unless of course you're using yeah, no. I think maybe it stopped hitting him, but yeah, no, he would die. Imp would. I also have been playing Zuma's Revenge. Trying to 100% that game. And that's gonna be Patreon, YouTube exclusive for a little bit. Yeah, you plant zombies in this game. These are seed slots, and you use sun for them, so they're technically zombie plants. Now, does this imp die? Big question. Nah, it takes 3 hits to kill an imp with a spikeweed. Also, can we talk about the fact that in PvZ2, they made imps OP? Like, imps are exactly as doable as a regular zombie. Okay, let's look at this one. God, that's painful. I have an idea. We kill with that. And then what we do is, it's kind of expensive. But we do this. Because this clears 3 lanes. Because these lanes here, the top and bottom lane, are gonna be really hard to do. Especially this top one here. So just being able to get that done for free is extremely good. I don't mind paying the digger fee tax for that top row either. Yeah, I could have used digger bottom lane. But this clears the top lane here, and that's the real threat here, is that lane. The middle lane is the worst lane. Because then this lane can just be dealt with as soon as this dies by a ladder zombie. Because ladder zombie will be able to, like, pretty easily do shit. And then whatever sun is down here left, I can just put, like, an imp down if this guy can survive and kill this. Someone playing Tekken 7. And because this guy's eating here, he should be able to stall enough for this guy to summon the plant. Come on, zombie. Which then kills that, which means guarantees we can get that. And then we'll spawn one right on this kernel, which will kill the kernel, and then that's that row completely finished, which is really good value. And now that should clear that, and I don't really know how much was left over there. I mean, we're kind of hoping that this thing survives. Damn it. Until that, but it didn't. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to plant another ladder zombie. And I'm gonna eat some food, because I'm starving. Forgot about the top row. Pause game for a second. I want to see the chat box thing and have it like stay for longer. Okay, apparently it doesn't allow that. Click. Yeah, for sure. For real, for real. I mean, that should pretty much take care of that row. Oh, right, there's that asshole. Man, Starfruit is so annoying. Yes, it originally was gonna be Michael Jackson, but then they realized there's this thing called yeah. They kind of were just like, oh wait, that could be potentially bad. So we're gonna not do that. The only problem is I don't know how good that actually is. However, let's hope. The first one wasn't fucking butter. The second one, oh my god, the second one isn't even butter too. The third one isn't butter. Let's fucking go. Fourth one isn't butter. What is this man doing? God, I hate this. The problem is I know for sure that this dancing zombie will sit on this spikeweed and kill itself. Like, it does that all the time. Like, 400% of the time it does that. Yeah. This is the problem, is if you don't want to get any levels like this. These are not the levels you want to get. I'm just unsure of what I want to do for this land. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's gonna be a reset. Okay, this is a much weirder, but maybe okay level. Yeah, for anyone who's like, oh, just plays Dancing Zombie, he beats everything. Like, unironically, like, yeah, no, like, Dancing Zombie is really bad. You just don't realize he's bad. It's like survivor bias. It's like, oh well, you know, when I place a dancing zombie down, it's really good. So therefore, any time a dancing zombie is placed, it must be very good. It's like, no, that's not how it works. This one's the main one I'm annoyed about. I really don't know how I want to do about this one. There's just so many instas, and a lot of the time, instas, like this row here is pretty doable. Like, it's just like you put down 2 imps. Right, I forgot about this land, and now I'm gonna pay for it, aren't I? Yeah, like, he's really bad. Unironically, Dancing Zombie is terrible. Like, he's only good if you can put him in a lane that doesn't have Spikeweed and allows you to hit more than other lanes. Like, if you can get into a position where it's like, oh, well, if I put a Dancing Zombie down here, it's safe and it clears 2 lanes, that's the only time it's really valuable. Or if one of those lanes is, like, literally, like, basically impossible otherwise. Those are like the only real positions where it's like, oh damn, that's actually really good. Dying for real. God damn it. Whoops. Yeah. You have to consider basically literally everything when it comes down to it. Am I actually gonna have to put down another zombie because this thing moves at the speed of nothing? Okay, awesome, great. Off to a bad start. Essentially, he has to stay in line with his friends. Oh, I'm dying. This is a level where Dancing Zombie is good. Jump over, which will force a few of these to flee in terror, which will then allow us to hopefully advance enough. That's the problem as well. Okay. PVZ2? Probably, yeah. Okay, so now this row, these 3 are now completely contained, which is awesome. One of these can kill that, and then just one of these should be able to clear the rest of it. Because there's only going to be one, and there's only going to be one for a bit. Oh damn, 3 Scary Shroom actually does damage. Are you actually fucking kidding me? Are you for real telling me right now that these 2 zombie, oh my, you know what, makes sense. But like, see, that's the level of sun we want. Now I'm gonna drink some delicious, delicious soft drink. Got so much ice in that drink. It's summer where I am currently, so it's so nice to just have a really cold drink. But see, this is the sun we want. Essentially, it is possible to beat it if you get a lot of levels like that. What do you think about the Xbox 360? What I think about the Xbox 360 version is that I wish that that version was the version that we got on everything, essentially. It has the most features, it has the coolest ideas for features, where it's like, hey, you can just play the game. And it's actually cool. Man, if I ever get like a deal with if I ever get a deal with one of those gamer juice fucking things, I want it to be called a brain smoothie. That's a great idea. I like that. That's a great one. Question is how much sun do I need to spend to get this done? I mean, I guess I could just do this and then follow it up with this. And that clears basically the entire lane, right? Ah, there's this asshole. I'm just gonna hope that we don't get bad RNG'd. And then for this bottom lane here, I think a Buckethead can just take care of it. Let's see how many butters there are. Oh, butter again. Okay, technically there's no danger in this row. As long as we can kill this star... Yeah, gamer subs, those things. I don't know what they're called because I never use them. The good thing is by the time the Snow Pea kind of reacts to this zombie existing, it's already done a lot of damage to the other plant, so you basically get a free kill. Slightly unfortunate, however, this will take a little bit to kill, so we probably still will get this. Otherwise, we're gonna have to put a ladder zombie from downtown. Okay, thank God. So the Xbox 360, it just has one thing, and it's called co-op. You can play versus, and that is the most goated thing ever. Like, that's just awesome. And you can't do that on PC, and it's really sad. So, like, if that was on PC, then PC would easily have the best version. Also, you could probably, like, there's HD mods for this game. Oh, God, it's hell itself. What is my favorite plant slash zombie? Well, one of my favorite zombies is on the screen right now. It's called Football Zombie. As for one of my favorite plants, Hypnoshroom when I was very young and playing this game, was one of my favorite. I loved it. Now the question is how do you actually deal with this? The problem is metal, 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 metal. Like, it's so, like, you know, that side of it. You know what I mean? And it's not like you can just hoard up zombies either. Like, this is, like, legitimately one of the worst levels you can get in the game. Like, fuck it, you know? We ball, I guess. Like, Hypnoshroom is just, like, one of those things where it's, like, it's such an interesting idea. I love... In PvZ2, I've seen that there's a plant that makes zombies. I don't know how good it is, But that, like, that's really cool in my opinion. Like, that's my type of zombie. Plant, rather. Oh, God, it's so painful. Like, you just have to spend so much sun for no reward. This might be able to deal with that. So the number one thing we're trying to do here is we're trying to make a lane in which Dancing Zombie can clear. Right? Because this lane here, like, this is pretty doable with, like, a football zombie, right? So if we can have football zombie clear this lane, it's really good. So all we need to do is clear the lane for Disco. And this is where Disco Zombie is really fucking useful. Is when you can plan him in. And yeah, each zombie's gonna die. However, they're probably gonna take most of the plants with them. At least the offensive ones. Like, Magnet Shroom is just a utility, so it doesn't matter if it lives or dies. Ah. Come on. Thank God. I would have been so annoyed. I'm not fully sure, but I'm pretty sure an imp can kill this. I'm just gonna presume that that's far enough away that it can't. I think it's only 2 lanes down. Cattail is definitely like a really like top 10 plant, so I can understand liking it a lot. I would love to do 1v1s on the zombie co-op, but sadly I just can't because I don't have an Xbox or anything. Okay. The question here is, how likely is it for us to be able to be good at video games? I think a pole vault conehead combo here would be really useful. So essentially what it is that pole vaulter will almost always stay in front of the conehead, which means that the higher health zombie has more chance to actually do shit. In which we can then throw down the fucking goat of this level. Because as you can see, we really don't have a lot of things going for us here. Because like these lanes are gonna really be hard to kill. So if we can get like some cheese, that would work really well. Because at the end of the day, we don't actually need the dancing zombie to kill the entire lanes. We just need it to survive. Half-Life. I have that on my PC, and I am gonna do a playthrough of it and some other campaigns as well. Because I've heard that there's a lot of really cool campaigns, and I do want to try them. I'm just gonna... Whoops. Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna reset because of a small error. At the end of the day, these things can literally just kill you, so. Okay, these two zombies survived, meaning they did their job. RNG did not prevail, so we did their job. And now we can just do this. Okay. Time to eat my cheese toasty. Okay. Same thing here, right? It all depends on how this guy feels. If this guy feels like shoving 50 butters down my mouth, I'm gonna put down another cone head. But if he's being pretty chill, like, I don't mind risking it a bit more, you know what I mean? Actually, I think I might have to anyway. Kinda not what I wanted there, but that's fine. Then we'll immediately place that anyway. Question is, chat, does the imp have enough movement speed to get to this and trigger it in time? Probably not, right? I just assume it's better just to place down a cone head. Now then, this lane here, if we can really neutralize it, it's really useful for us. I just say fuck it. We bowl. Xehanort! And the reason for that, is so we can just dig out all three of these. I know, yeah, it takes three ticks of any damage, essentially. Except for, I feel like it takes 80 ticks from Watermelon, funnily enough. I was playing the campaign for one of my challenge runs, and literally, it was, like, painful because of the fucking, thing. The, imp got flung into my Watermelon zone, and then died from the imp. And I was like, what? I love Imp and Digger because they have the same color palette. Like, they both wear red shirts and blue pants. And we still have 1,000 some. Watermelon's a lot more. I think it's like a bit. But it's mainly more because of the fact that it does splash, I feel. Let's think of this, right? Okay, so this isn't the worst, I'm gonna say. I feel like, so this shoots that way, that way, that way, that way, and that way. So that way covers this. Um, that way is kind of annoying, but fine. I'm just trying to think of like how I wanna fucking do this stage, because I don't want to lose a lot of sun, right? I want to do this and like keep a bit of sun. I think the best way to do this top row is a digger, because that just clears the entire thing. Um, um, right, this asshole. And that's why starfruit is a pain in the ass. We're gonna chuck down 2 cone heads here, and then make this lane ready for pain. And then once it is, we're going to put a athlete zombie, pole vaulter, and then a football zombie in that lane, and then that should kill everything. All this comes down to is good butter luck. If we get good, oh fuck, every time, this fucker. Okay, you know what? Not even too bad. Not even that bad. Like, look at this angle. Such good angles. It's so annoying. We're gonna try this. It's a risky idea, but it's an idea I'm gonna have to do. We're essentially hoping that the next one we get is not like literally fucking impossible. I think I fucked it up anyway. Right. Forgot about that. Just before it even summoned more. Guess I'll get that like 10 cents. Not even. Yeah. That's just what happens though. Like, if you underestimate starfruit, it just kills you. And that's what I mean as well. Like, this is so hard to play because every single time you play it, you're like, damn. Yeah, you have to keep track. Oh my god. Literally just what I was saying. This is like what I was gonna say was you gotta keep track of literally every single little thing. Man, this is rough. That's oh god, and it's always covered like twice by like these 2 plants. I can't even put like a weak plant here. Like, this is what I mean by like it's so annoying. Like, this isn't a like many people have told me this is impossible. And for this to be possible, I essentially need to be Dream. I need to get a, what is it again? What did Dream get to prove that he didn't cheat? He got like a Cosmo Scientist or whatever the fuck. Like, I need a Cosmo Scientist to break down the math on what I need to make this possible, because it's really not. Goddamn. Oh god. We were on such a good run too. Okay, this is a bit more my speed. And then we have a ladder zombie up here. The thing is though, right, is you can't RNG the middle. I don't understand what you mean by dead. However, I've been drowned once, and it's not fun. Whoops, I accidentally clicked on the stream overlay. Also, diamond! Hog! So 2 Ps are able to kill a zombie in 1.5, so a cone head would survive the full 3. And essentially, bucket heads don't matter because this covers everything that's relevant right now. Honestly, all they needed to do, right? All they needed to do was add in maybe like 1-2 more zombies that just weren't like metal. It feels like every single good zombie is just metal, and it just all gets countered by magnet shroom. And it's just like, oh well, you can't do anything then. I don't understand copy pastas. But talking about copy pastas because they're tangentially related to horror. What horror franchises or horror stories do you guys like? While I mentally try to do the math on this fucking stage. Actually, this... Oh, wait, no, it's because of this fucker. Right. I like how the umbrella leaf is perfectly blocking the 2 most annoying plants here. What to do, what to do. Because this is the other thing, right? It's like I need a... this, but then this might just say no. Because I need this out of the picture so then I can kill this lane easier. And if I get too much butter, then it won't happen. One thing that's really funny is, so you guys, Evil Dead, yeah, I love that one. SFM, yeah, I can understand that. I like the, there's a few things like that that are cool. One thing I would like to say to all of you is, so everyone's always like, man, I love your YouTube channel. I love it, it's great, it's amazing, and one thing I always like want to know is, do you actually really care about the anime? Not the anime, I was watching some anime recently. Do you really care about the channel all that much? Because every time I try to do anything, right? I think it's screen 11. No, that's for my friend and I. God, there we go. The Infinite Void. Okay, chat. We're in the Infinite Void, right? So if I bring up this, and we'll just like spread it out a bit more so you guys can see it easier, right? This is my YouTube analytics, right? Yeah, I draw. But I draw smaller things that people then turn into good things. Guilty Gear gets no views. These are a bunch of people who I haven't reacted to because they're either in Russian or they're like, who the fuck is this? And then you could be like, oh look, recent subscribers. So, yo, I don't know what ideas I have. I have 2 videos, and I have this video that's gonna be a video, hopefully. Um, but if we go to content, right? You'll see a bunch of videos that are planned in the future. So, you know, Zelda PV, Zelda Terraria, Zelda Phasmophobia, Terraria, Zelda, you know, whatever. Um, so that's scheduled for next week. 2 weeks in the future, right? This is scheduled for next week. So next week we have Can I Beat iZombie with only even cost zombies, right? So that hopefully that'll do good, right? Current one is odd, right? And it has 432, so that's okay. I'm pretty happy with that. We're doing Megaquarium, that's getting finished, so we're gonna do a different series over that. Intravenous, only a few views because Intravenous is a small game, right? But the main thing I worry about is like, you know, 30 views on Zelda. Like, it's basically, there's no series. Like, these I understand. Like, these are just part of a little mini series I'm doing just because, you know, I like doing levels. But this video, you know, 500. And then it's just like, you know, these 2 Tekken videos, the last 2 Tekken videos I did, were the only ones where it was like, hey, actual content. But this is the other thing I'm scared about, right? Is the previous PVZ videos. So if we go to playlists, I know this is laggy. I apologize. It's laggy. If we go to Plants vs Zombies challenges, we go to videos. 6,000 views, 135,000 views. Which, like, this is the only video that, like, is going absolutely ham. This video and this video are the only 2 videos that are, like, major successes in my channel. These 2. Then there's this one, which I put so much time and effort into this one. And it gave me... At the time, I felt like this was a wasted idea. Because, like, I put so much effort into this one. And no one gave a shit about this one. Then, you know, pretty good, okay. Back to being pretty good. And then, as soon as I made my video saying, oh, this one and this one are slightly more possible, because this one you can now do one more level, and this one is fully finished, you can 100% do this challenge. You got no views, and so same with this one. These 2, like, this is a really bad trend, and it makes me really sad. But I just wanted to say, like, it sucks when I get all this, like, positive attention for PVZ, and then everything else I do is, like, eh. Like, I just get no attention for it. Also, I'm gonna restart, because I don't think that one's really possible. Let's try. Okay, so this is in this lane here, so that's not the worst. And then otherwise, this lane is fully defenseless, except for that, because of course it is. Yeah, I think it's because a lot of my demographic is 15 to 18 to 21. And they want to watch those, like, videos of, like, Point Crow and people like that. It's just hard because I want to do a lot of different games. Actually, there's one more game I want to show you. There's one more video I want to show you, and it's a video that means a lot to me. It is actually a extremely important video to me personally. And it's a video you probably wouldn't even know exists, right? Going back into the void. Go on YouTube. I'm gonna type in. So technically it's posted April 2nd, but it's meant to be posted on April 1st. This video is one of my most loved videos I've ever posted in the history of ever. Rocks and Diamonds. It is a fucking old DOS game. Yes, it's the Void. It's the Void. So this game it's really old, but it means a lot to me personally. This was one of the games, because when I played PC games back in the day, it was on my nana's computer. So the only games I played were Zuma's Revenge, Plants vs. Zombies, and this. Those were the 3 games I played. I only played this a bit though, but when I was very young, like kindergarten age young, I loved this game so much. And then I forgot what the game was because, time passes. And I found out what it was again after like 8 years of never playing it because I forgot it even existed. I found it again. And my pa loves this game. Like he was like, "Oh my god, it's it's a fun game. It's it's a cute little puzzle game. It's like Dig Dug." Um and I know that this video gets no views, right? I get that because no one wants to watch an old DOS game. But you know what was interesting about that video is it still got a bit of views. And that's the thing that's interesting to me, right? Is a game that is just a clone of Boulder Dash, a DOS game, has 192 views. Yet games that are coming out right now, Intravenous 2 Mercenism is brand new on Steam. You can download it. It's a fucking great demo. I get 10, 20 views. But this game, my one-off joke let's play of Rocks and Diamonds, which is just meant to be there to be like, oh man, I love this game. I'm 23. I'm turning 24. So when I say kindergarten, I mean 18 years ago. I mean literally 18 years ago I played this game for the first time. Or something like that. But yeah, it's crazy that there's any views on this. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, I love doing YouTube. I've done it for over 2 years. I just really hope that people can actually check out some of my favorite Let's Plays. Like, there's some that are really awesome. Like, Zelda, I think is going really well. You can also see some of my, like, music that I like. Shit like that. I think a lot of people are like, I don't want to show my sensitive information. There's some. This one here, right, Intravenous Challenge Runs, that challenge run took me a while to make, and it got like 10 views. No one watched it. I always wanted to do Hearthstone videos, and I got 13 videos, so that's okay. Hearthstone just became too expensive and too boring. Like, if you really look down and you really, like, check out, like, my older videos, I've done so many different games that are so interesting and, different things like that. Like, Advance Wars, I loved doing Advance Wars, however, it was just really mentally draining. Sunshine. I think Mario Sunshine is probably my best series. Well, okay, Government Knives. Do you want to know what the reason of my channel is? Do you want to know why I do YouTube? Well, other than I like it. Do you want to know what my main goal is? I don't know how much delay there is between things. I feel like I'm just sitting here, just like being like, "Hey, do you want to know why I'm doing this?" I think I'm gonna do Monster Hunter Sunbreak soon again. I think I'm just gonna chug out some content for this game. I need to do this again. I need to finish this as well. Doom was a really awesome game. This was a Patreon exclusive that I never finished. This Call of Duty Cold War. This is where the channel began. With Smash Bros and Cold War. Technically, Animal Crossing is my first video though. The reason why I do YouTube is to make sure that people who are in high school and beyond feel like they're not alone. Because, yeah, there's a lot of delay. Yeah, I thought so. But, when I was growing up, I had no real support. And I was depressed a lot when I was in high school and stuff. And although YouTube videos were like, yeah, cool, they're playing cool games, they always felt really fake. And they didn't feel like... The way I want to do content is I want it to be like... I'm like some, you know, like... I want to be a dude that says like, oh, hey, like, you know, video games. Like, you know, this one's really cool. Like, let's check it out. And then I play the video game. I just enjoy it. I... you know, make funny jokes every now and then, but I'm like, you know, I'm still just human at the end of the day. I want to make it so people can feel like they just have people around them that aren't shitty, that aren't annoying, that aren't, like, constantly draining and mentally taxing to be around. Because when you're in high school and stuff, it's really rough. And it's really hard for a lot of people to de-stress, just feel happy, be able to, you know, just like, yeah, about things, because, like, you know, everything's so stressful, and then at the same time, everyone is always like, oh, you can't be, like, fun anymore, you can't be quirky anymore, you have to just be serious. And it really, really starts to take down your mental health when you have to think like that. However, on the other end of that scale, this is probably my favorite series that has no views. Oh, why is this limited? What happened in this video? It's probably because there's the word bitch in the title. However, Pyramid Head busts a nut. That's clean. That's family-friendly content right there. But yeah, this series is, yeah. This video series is probably my favorite. I think this is my favorite Let's Play I have ever played. In the entire 2 to 3 years I've done YouTube, this is my favorite series. It is Silent Hill 2. Because it's such a good game. Anyway, let's continue playing some PvZ. I don't think this one's possible. This is more of the level you want, however, this is still really bad. Like, when I watch a video, right, there's just too many videos of people being like, hey, what's up, whatever family, we're gonna be doing a video today where we fucking do whatever, and it's gonna be crazy, so make sure to watch and like this. And it's just, that's not how people talk. The thing I hate the most is when people talk not human. I want people to be human at the end of the day. I know in 80 years when robots rule the future, they'll pull up this clip and they'll be like, terrorist detected. But, like, I don't care, you know? I live in the now. And I want to just be able to be chill, relaxed, and just have fun at the end of the day. You don't have to check out the other videos. I will say, like, you know, videos of videos. Yeah, a lot of people are fake. as well. That's the other thing that's really annoying is, like when you watch my videos, one thing I'll say is I hate doing challenge runs where I have to edit the challenge because it just feels like I could cheat. You know what I mean? Like when I do one of these challenges and I sit down and I have to do it for 85 hours and I'm just like, well, eventually I got it. It feels way better because it felt like I really did it. You know what I mean? Like it didn't feel like, oh, you only won because of this or that. It feels like, oh wait, that's not gonna work because that's gonna, yeah, okay, I'm an idiot. Hey, yo! Did you see that? That's insane! What the fuck? That's crazy! I've never seen that before. That's actually mad. Damn. But yeah, I want to do Resident Evil, Zelda. I want to play Doom. I really like old school Doom games. There's a channel called Decino, and Decino is awesome. He's amazing. I love the man. And he does videos on old Doom and stuff. And I really want to, I don't have a niche, right? I don't have a niche, because I just love games. And we're back on this fucking level. I think one of these can solo this, which then means we can solo all of this. Why did it... Yeah, I know, right? Like, pretty crazy. Yeah. Or like 3 a.m. When I was younger, when I was a teenager, all the videos that were like, it's actually a really funny video. It's when Infinity War was coming out. Someone was like, it was the videos that were really popular were the it was the video that was like, yeah, it's, I don't like, there's a lot of schlop on YouTube. There's a lot of videos that are just like, hey, I'm gonna, like, it's like, because at the end of the day, people want to see funny little challenges. But I feel like people try to overemphasize the silliness of the challenges instead of like trying to make it like just fun in themselves. These two are gonna die immediately. My only hope is that this dies faster. Oh, actually, it lived. That is incredible, actually. I think maybe this could do this. The only problem is that there's this here, so if I want to use a better plan, like, it's kind of like a no-go. I'm hoping this spreads out the death enough. Fucking fine. I'll spend a bunch of money. The one thing that is good about putting Disco Zombie on a bottom lane or top lane is that he will keep moving forward and not stop as much because the zombies aren't getting stuck on a different plant and eating them. But there was a video, and essentially what it was is just a 3 a.m. challenge, like don't stay at 3 a.m. or Thanos will come and attack you or whatever. But it was really poorly made, and this video is fucking hilarious. If you can find it, watch it. he's like Thanos, Thanos, and like I'm not butchering his accent. Like that's not what the funny part of it is. The funny part was just the fact that like, well, that actually sounds genuinely funny. That's the difference. Oh God, how do I beat this one? It has to be top down, right? Like it has to be top down. And yeah, the video was just funny because it was like you wouldn't expect like a video to be like just the Infinity Gauntlet and then a cardboard cutout of Thanos, right? And it's just like it's trying to like, what if you had $10 and you tried to make a horror thing that was kind of scary, right? Like that's what the video was. Yeah, like it's just like videos like that where it's like kind of just insulting your intelligence. I'll be real. Um Now, so all of these go down. I think the ones we really actually want to take care of are kind of the middle lanes, because the middle lane has the most amount of shit to it. And I'm also just gonna after that, we should really not need too much, as long as we can actually deal with stuff. So I'm gonna put down 2 here. Because as soon as we get rid of the star fruits, we should be fine majority-wise. Here's hoping this one works better. Yeah, the thing I always try to do is I try to make polls, because I want to know what you guys want to watch. I know a lot of people just watch like one thing that a YouTuber does, but it's like, you know, like I do so much that it's like, oh well, what do I want to do? At least this is giving me a lot of money for some other stuff I want to do. Hmm. This is the question, is how much pain and suffering am I willing to go through right now? I think what I want to do is I want to get rid of this fucker. And then I just want to get rid of these 2 lanes. And I think this might be, oh right, I forgot about the extra P from that. I forgot there was a reason why I did what I did. It's crazy that like we all see Football Zombie as this super scary threat, but like if you actually have a few plants down, it actually isn't that fucking strong. That's what's crazy about it, right? Is we think that it's so crazy, but it's really not. And you know what the funny thing is we don't need to pay imp tax on either of these, because we're just going to do this, which clears this row for us. fuck it. Wait, no. Here's a regular thing to do. I don't know if that's gonna. I think I'm just gonna have to put down one of them because I don't know if it's gonna survive otherwise. Only problem is we do need to kill this torchwood, which is probably not gonna happen. Oh, thank God. Okay, we are missing out on a sunflower. However many zombies we kill here is fine. I want to play Team Fortress 2. It's just that everyone who plays Team Fortress 2 has been playing for 85 years and knows the game to such a degree that it's not fair on me to try to play it. And that's why we put down the Conehead, because that... God damn it! Garg has like 3 health bars of football. Or 4 maybe. It has a lot. God damn, this one's annoying. It's also like perfect magnet shroom placement as well. Where it's just deep enough in where it takes so much damage. I guess I could have done that, but I didn't think about that. This is what I mean, right? Like, when you do get deep enough into the run, you will just find one of these levels and you will just not be able to play. I think what we have to do is we have to risk manage. I think maybe this could take on that. What? You're not supposed to be able to eat that. Cheater. Cheater, right? Oh, right. Star food exists. Right. Great. Awesome. Bing. Okay, well... I don't think this is gonna be really possible. But yeah. Poor digger zombie. The problem is there's a snow pea. And one thing you won't realize when you're playing Plants vs Zombies normally is snow pea is fucking OP. Freezing as a status is just the most OP thing in the game. As long as this one doesn't die, which it will. I would be like, it's not over until it's over, and then cue up the cringe anime music, but no, it's fucking over. Man, I should have just had faith in... If I had faith in him, I would have been able to win that. That is crazy. It's just about faith at the end of the day, huh? Yeah, no, I wouldn't have been able to do any of those lanes with just one, imp. Well, see, the thing is, though, is if you bungee it, you're using a lot of sun. You could... The same amount of sun could be used on a buckethead. And that's the problem. Is, although it's like, oh, just use some sun, it's still like, that's a lot of sun. I wanted to do modding, but I can't mod. I'm not good at it. So what I want is I want someone who can mod to help me figure out how to do that. So then I can do that. Cause what I want to do, I'll like demonstrate it, right? We'll go to my menu. So what I want is I want pool levels to be a thing, right? Pool levels. Well, okay, so this UI here is for this, right? When I play other games, I think it's this one. This is for Zelda. I'm actually gonna name it Zelda. Because that makes my life easier. So this is for Zelda. I care about the UI a bit. And I like the PVZ one. So with the PVZ one, depending on what my challenge run is, I can like, you know, like, oh, no nut. Like, this was the no nut one. So, whenever I do a challenge run, I can put the image of what the challenge is there, right? And then when they're not in use, I can delete them or just remove them or stuff like that. But yeah, I have a few different ones, but they all work fine in my opinion. However, right now I want to do some Zen. So I want to do pool levels, and I want to do just some general like things like that, and I want to have I want to have like newspaper zombie be part of iZombie, because I think newspaper would be a really cool alternative. I think newspaper would be a really cool 100 sun zombie. So I really want to give him a go. But yeah, there's a lot of, like, when it comes to UI, at the end of the day, I don't want it to be, like, the most distracting thing ever. I'm okay with it just being, like, just okay. But yeah, at the end of the day, like, UI is just, if I get the HD version, there's a HD mod you can get for PVZ. When I get that mod, I'm probably just going to have it be HD. So then you won't even see the stream. You won't even see this left part of it anymore. The only reason this left part exists is because I have to have something there. Well, see, 125 is how much a, like, if you look at a screen door zombie is, a screen door zombie is 100 sun, and it has double the health of, its screen door has double the health of, I think, what the other one is. So that's 30,000, okay. Yeah, if we go to puzzle, I got iZombie 2. So screen doors, Like, their thing can last a lot of punishment. Like, a lot of punishment. Okay, that's the health of a basic. That's the health of a conehead done. One tile above a conehead. 2 tiles above a conehead. Like, look how long that took to beat. Like, yeah, like, at the end of the day, 1 Spikeweed. But, like, 2 plants, like, screen doors for 100 is insane because of just how fucking much damage it does, right? It negates so much damage, it's not even funny. However, the Alamac, it doesn't tell you exact, but it has low toughness. This has high toughness. So this is high-low, this is low-low. However, it goes to fast movement speed after, and it has a faster eating speed. So I think this for 100 and Endless would be pretty fair. What I also want to do is I want to get rid of Backup Dancer as a zombie, just cross him out, and I want to add an extra zombie to every single thing, right? So Dancer Zombie counts as part of Dancing Zombie, right? So these two are fused together. We add 2 more zombies tonight. This is fused to Zomboni. So we add 2 more zombies to Pool. We add 1 more zombie to Fog. And Imp is part of Gargantua, so we add 2 more zombies to Roof. That's what I want to do. For Fog, I want to add, in the Japanese version of zombies, there's an Onryo zombie. And it's actually one of the coolest fucking things. Do you guys know of the Onryo zombie? Or it might be a Yurei. It's a ghost zombie. It's in the first game. PVZ on Onryo. Ghost. Okay, well it's not showing up, but I heard at the very least, I heard that there was a zombie, and this is what I wanted when I was a young kid. Not like super young, right? But still young. So when I was young, I had the idea of a zombie, right? So essentially the way that the ghost zombie works is it has to be in the light of a Planturn to take damage. It gave Planturn a reason to exist. And I would want that so bad for Fog. I think Fog is a really interesting time because, you know, you have all these counter plants. Cactus counters Balloon, this counters Digger, this counters everything in existence. This counters Pogos and pretty much everything as well, but this also counters Pogos. But Planturn never had a reason to exist outside of Vase Breaker. So my idea is, and apparently it was a thing, was that there's a zombie that kind of only shows itself. Yeah, I get it, I get it. There's a zombie that only shows itself when Planton is hovering over it. Cause you know, ghosts in Japan, they're usually like this unseeable thing unless you bring a flame to them, and then they suddenly fucking jump scare you because they're goddamn scary. Um, that's what I want for that one. For Pool, I think there should be another water-based zombie. For Night, I feel like there's like Night just feels like there's not enough different zombies in it. Um, like even if we just add one more zombie to each one, um, yeah, the pea shooter will just go through it. However, it has very low health. So essentially, it has like the health of like an imp, or maybe like one more shot. Like it has like 5 hit points, right? Like it takes 5 shots from a pea shooter to kill it. However, it can only be damaged from when Planton's light is on it. Otherwise, all attacks, including instas, or maybe not including instas, like maybe not cherry bomb and jalapeno and stuff like that. But it will just phase through everything else. It goes through walls and it goes through, yeah, like it goes through walls as well. So it goes through walnut and tallnut and pumpkin. So it's like advanced Pogo, but it's really weak. The thing about Pogo is if you don't have the counter to it, it's still really, really annoying. For the water one, the problem is, right, for water plants, for water zombies rather, right? For water zombies, we have this dude. Oh my god, why is it skipping frames? What's on my PC that's so demanding that it's skipping frames? We have this one, so we have regular zombies, conehead zombies, and we have buckethead zombies. And then we have Dolphin Rider, which is just pole vaulting zombie. It's the same zombie. Same zombie. And then we have Snorkel Zombie, which gets invalidated when you play New Game Plus. So essentially, what we have in Pool is we have the fact that there is a pool, Snorkel on a first run, and Zomboni. And Zomboni just gets killed by Spikeweed or Squash immediately as soon as it comes out. Yeah, Torchwood would also create light. So Torchwood would get would be able to make light. I would make Cactus Pierce like it does in PvZ2. I want to do a PvZ1 overhaul. I want to do a PvZ overhaul mod that like adds more shit to the game, but only like basic shit. Like I don't want to add plants. I feel like the thing about I think the thing that a lot of mods do wrong is they add a bunch of plants and then they just make like Giga Gargantua, 10 times health Buckethead. But there's so many different things you could do, right? Like, so at nighttime, it's cold. What if at nighttime, in the night levels, there's a zombie that acts when there's cold? Or even a zombie like Anubis in PvZ 2. What if there's a zombie that plants graves, right? Like how cool would that be? If there was a zombie that plants graves on the lawn. Like a graveyard zombie, right? Like graveyard zombie, Yurei zombie, or Onryo zombie, depending on how you feel. Yeah, he would take damage from Fire Peas because Fire Peas would also make light. But you know, these two I already have ideas for. Like the Graveyard Zombie, which puts down graves, and the Yurei Zombie, which basically only can be damaged with fire or when it's lit up by, a Plantone. Um, So these two are done, right? But then, like, I feel like there needs to be another water zombie. I feel like there's only 3 water zombies is not enough for, like, an entire thing. Especially considering that fog is another thing as well. Dolphin Rider is a very annoying one. However, it can be easily countered. And so can Snorkel. I feel like there needs to be another zombie that requires more from you. That's a water zombie, right? Because this gets countered by a lily pad or a sea shroom. This gets countered by having a walnut. This is probably the actual scariest water zombie there is, right? So I want there to be another water zombie, graveyard zombie, Yurei zombie. For first one, I don't even know what you would add, but it really does suck that flag zombie counts. Also, this is our beautiful creation. But yeah, we need one more of each. And then I think there should be a second version of Zomboss. That's just a bit different. Like, it would be funny if there was, like, 2 different bosses that you could get randomly. Or, even if it's like, you know, we add 4 zombies and there's 4 slots here, right? So we have Graveyard, Yurei, Roof Zombie, and Pool Zombie. So then we have like 4 more zombies, boom. Like, yeah, because I feel like that's what I really want. However, I'm probably going to end this stream now. It's been a pretty good stream, so that's great. But I just hope that all of you enjoyed the attempts, at least, of doing this challenge. It's a really hard one. I don't think it's actually really that possible. We got to a streak of basically 6 to 7. So that's really good, honestly. I think the best I've ever done is 7. But yeah. So I'm gonna head off. I'm going to record a bunch more videos for other stuff. But yeah, hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. Goodbye.